not find it. Got going to every damn thing up, but I can't find that shit. Hate looking for stuff. Kid, if you find my Bluetooth, my earpiece in that car, you'll be a good kid today.
I'll be a good kid.
Yeah, you'll be a good kid today if you find it.
Got you.
So hold on. While I was out to the store, I bought you a snack so you don't have to night eat or eat junk. So that's a healthy snack. So we're gonna win this weight loss thing together. And it's really good too. But look for my Bluetooth, little girl. Bust your head open.
Okay.
Don't make no noise. Hey, hey. How y'all doing? Y'all all right? Joya, Chastine, sister, Miss Critchlow, Maria Turner, what's up? Blood Dreamer, what's up? Luan, good, you got your amulet, yes. Everybody who's calling me saying nobody's getting their amulets, I done got 15 people say they got their amulet. Their amulets is in the mail. They coming. Miss P, what's up? Lady Love, what's up? Miss Davis. Sabrina Atkins. Sabrina Atkins. You know you got a really good name. You should research that name and see if you getting some of that money that's coming back that America paying all the Atkins. If you didn't know, America is paying the people with the name like Atkins money. I don't know. Know what that's about. They ain't giving me shit. I ain't no Atkins. Yeah. I just got a letter asking me, do I want to volunteer to pay something? I ain't volunteering shit, bitch. 18 years I was on child support. I ain't volunteering to help nothing with the child support. They're gonna send you guys a letter saying that you guys want to volunteer and support the local child protective service with a one time. No, bitch, I ain't donating shit to y'all. Y'all was very nasty to me. I was one day late with my payment and y'all damn near sending me suspension letters. Fuck that. Deal with that shit, baby. Everybody, what do y'all think about that story? Kimmy K. Kimmy K. Shimmy yo, shimmy yay. uh, if I get enough requests, Sabrina Atkins, if I get enough requests, and you can send your request to Truth Spook, everybody send it to, and not the other email. If I get enough requests, I'll consecrate some more. Matter of fact, I ain't even gonna front. When everybody purchased, I made a big ass sale, and I consecrated over like 50 of them bad boys. So I got them right here in the little black bag. But if I gotta consecrate some more, I will. If I get enough people, I consecrate them. I try to do it twice a year, but they seem to be pretty popular. But I say if I get about 10, so I got some already consecrated. I only release them twice a year. But if I get enough people saying that I can do it, I'll go ahead and release them. Legina Gold, what's up? Crystal. Simply Daniel, what's going on? Simply Danielle, let me stop because I've been fucking up people's names and genders on this bitch. I've been getting my ass handed to me. Poe Austin, man. He say I don't get no pass for that shit. Bill ain't no girl. Then he got on live and the women went crazy over him. So yeah. Oceanic Blue Flame. That was what you mean it was a cliffhanger? That was a full story. What y'all want to know about that story? Tawana Brown. Go ahead, all American name. I hear that. So I'm listening at the comments. What y'all want to know about that cliffhanging story? I got to rewatch. I missed a lot of it. But for what I heard, it sounds similar to Black Lake in South Carolina. What? Except a lot of people drown there. Now I've been hearing them lakes like Lake Lanier, because the town under it, Tangerine Bowl in Georgia, all that stuff there. But it's a lot of people got drowned in that lake back there behind Lake Mangarn. Well, Lake Man, however you want to call it. A lot of people were drowned. A lot of bodies were dumped there over the years. I mean, that shit got out of hand, man. That shit got out of hand back there. And it always was, and we always used to say it was a monster living, because the apartments where we lived, when I was like 4, 5, 6 years old, we used to live right there in the apartments right behind it. And everybody, we used to sit there, and they tore the apartment down because it was 2-story. Now they all low level. Man, they used to sit up there and say it was a sea monster in there, a sea creature, and if you go in there, it was gonna get you. I just turned the sound down. So when they said that, and SeaWorld was big time on showing on the commercials on TV, so we thought Shamu lived back there. So we used to sit there in the night and just stare at the bitch and like, they gotta come up to breathe, whales gotta breathe. But we would used to spend half our day on the back porch looking at that lake, eating flips and popsicles and pickled feet and pickled sausages. Oscarville, Lake Lanier. I ain't never going in no shit like that. It's supposed to be hunted, but I used to fish at night and nothing weird happened. Well, what's that? Blue Day Dreamer. You ate hunted fish, man. I think you ate hunted fish. Yeah, Chastain Stone. We used to think the killer whale, and then we didn't know that a killer whale it wasn't a real killer whale, because people were getting drowned. We were finding bodies every week. They'll drag a body out that bit, or people get shot and dump the body and shit. I mean, so we thought the sea monster, which was the killer whale, was killing people. So it was haunted for a long time. We thought that. And the lake off of Lake Sunset in Orlando, same thing. Now that's a bigger sea monster living there, and that sea monster like drags people down, and it like drown you in front of people, like Jason Voorhees, like you be kicking and screaming, and the sea monster had your leg, and everybody that survived to say sea monster got them. They felt something getting them. I didn't know there was a lake. I didn't know. Listen, I lived there. Had a girlfriend. 2 or 3 lived over there. Hell, like when I grew up, I became the maintenance man in Lake Mangarden Apartment. That's a story for you. And I never knew it was a lake back there until like 12 years ago. It left my mind. So whatever was back there blocked that shit off from my view. There was a cottonmouth swimming in it. LOL. I took pictures of it last year. Damn. No. I'm gonna go to your IG and check it. Crystal, you incognito. You ain't got no IG. Nobody know your IG because I ain't seen the truck. Alicia K. I came in at grandma fussing at you, but I'm sure she saved the day. I don't think grandma saved the day on this one right here. Grandma created a fucking portal in the back of that bitch. Grandma fucked up. Grandma fucked up. People, yeah. Grandma fucked up this one. She created a portal. There's a lake in St. Pete full of alligators, and they dump bodies there. Well, St. Petersburg don't have to worry about me. Being a maintenance man is spooky, with or without. Yeah, it's spooky. And let me tell you the story about the maintenance man that Michael Baisden wrote. And so Tia, when you go in Lake Mangarden, only thing you have to do is just ride all the way back to the back of it. And when you get to the little turn street and you got a circle, if you look directly to your right, you'll see a wire black fence and you'll see a lake expanding as big as that bitch, all the way to all the way over there by Orange Center, the same lake. I never knew it was there. I never knew it was there. Chaka Shaw, Chaka Shaw, Chaka Shaw, Chaka Shaw. I wonder how many people do that when they hear your name, Chaka Shaw. Do they go into singing that? Chaka Shaw, Chaka Shaw, Chaka Shaw. Man, that book is wild. That book is true. Simply Danielle. That book is so fucking. I lived it firsthand. I don't know what it is with women in the maintenance man. Those women in them apartments will give a maintenance man some coochie. Lord have mercy, they will screw him. Find a place to move, and she ran across a cheap apartment on Mercy Drive. I told her, hell no. Kimmy K, you here in Orlando? Luann, what's up? Could you tell me what kind of places a portal could lead to? Good question. I don't know who my moderator is, but it's a lot of people dropping messages. I can't moderate off my phone. Good people. So I'm sorry about that one. So, but oh yeah, in Tampa, guy, I hear you. So check it out. So 9 times out of 10, when you go into a portal, people think that a portal transports you instantly. That's not how it works. When you go into a portal, you have to tell the portal where to take you. So that's why when these people begin abducted and they go inside these portals, these little mystical places, and they never come back, it's because in their mind they're going to their fantasy land. Grandma told me all about this. People step into portals and they go to a fantasy land because you got to think a portal don't understand reality. A portal is not saying, hey, I'm going to be linked over here off of Mercy Drive all the way from Ivy Lane Road. And as long as he's stepping here, I'm going to dump him or her on Mercy Drive. People say, oh, a portal, you go in one way and you come out somewhere else, over to the universe, cosmos, another planet, in space, under the water, wherever. So wherever you're thinking about, that portal is going to take your ass there. So if you think I'm walking in the portal and I'm finna die, I'm going to hell, I'm going to run into a brick wall, yes, definitely going to do that. But if you walk through a portal and you go through it and you say, I'm finna be in a vault, in a mansion, surrounded by money, and that's where you're going to end up. Next thing you know, yeah, it's going to end up somewhere in somebody's mansion, whether it's across the world in somebody's space. That's how portals work. So that's what grandma say, mentally strong. When you're doing spiritual work, you have to be very mentally strong, especially when you're doing portals, because all that shit on TV, Marvel, where you spin the circle and you can see where you're going, you can't see shit when you're getting in that portal. The event horizon, that's why they say it's an event horizon, meaning the event, the action that's going to take place, which is your destination, is on the horizon. So that means you have to really focus and look. A lot of people I know back in the day, they would carry pictures of churches and cathedrals in their hand. So if they were doing portal magic in the community, they would literally zoom to that church or cathedral. And Judgment Joy, it's a portal. People have been through it and came out. Some say they saw the same thing in their world, but some things were different. Yep, time stood still and people couldn't hear them talk. Yeah, that's how it is too. So let me tell you about the time when I went through a portal. See, I was over there off of so you go up Hiawassee. You go up Hiawassee Road all the way when it turn into, I want to say Conroy. It's either Conway or Conroy. People from Orlando, you'll understand, because if you make a left coming up Hiawassee, because it dead ends. If you go right, you're gonna go into Dr. Phillips area. You're gonna go Dr. Phillips. You go straight or right, you're gonna, Dr. Phillips area, CVS, all that stuff there. Then if you turn left, you're gonna go straight down and you're gonna be running into Kirkman Road. Well, when I went into the portal, it was right when you're going over the overpass. It's like a portal there, but you have to be fucked up in the head. You have to be going through some depression, mental state like that. So around by the time my mama had just passed away, about 12 years ago. And as she passed away, I was very sad and I was afraid to drive on the highway. I was always thinking that I'm gonna go through a portal and I was gonna the road was gonna disappear and I was just gonna crash off the bridge, down, boom, 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 explode, die, crash. So every dream I had for years was me driving on the highway. What the hell? I know y'all heard that. I'm not fucking crazy. Lacey not in here. Let's finish talking, man. Fucking every Thursday. All right. So I'm driving on Conway. Mama just passed, and I'm fucked up. Depressed, sad. I'm having dreams daily. Every time I go to sleep, I'm driving a car. I'm either crashing into the lake. I'm driving a car. Going on a expressway, and the road ends, and I fly off. And right before I tell myself I'm gonna hit the ground and crash and die, I'll like in my dream I'll reverse the what's going on, and I reverse it and I get back on the road and go to the start of the beginning. I never allowed myself in a dream to see myself die. That's one thing I learned. Never, they saying if you can stop yourself from dying in a dream, do it. Even when I used to dream of being attacked, somebody been that got a gun and shot me, I'll stop the bullet right there and I rewind it in my head. I don't know why I'm so good at that, but in my dreams I never see myself die. I can always reverse it. And I was having the dreams of going over the hill and crashing, falling in the lake, crashing, and I would reverse. And I had a white Dodge Avenger, and it was always the same white Dodge Avenger. So I got rid of that fucking car. Now, with that being said, right on Conroy, when you go over that bridge and it's the overpass, right before you get to Babalu's Barbecue, the little turn up in the shopping center, you got the Publix, the Mexican joint, the outdoor bar and grill. Right there, I went through that bitch and I was under duress. Went through it, and when I crossed over it, there was nothing there. It was like everything was just open land road. No buildings, just a road. No Babalu's, no Azure, no Chick-fil-A, no Bank of America, no Boston Market. It was nothing there. So when I went over it and I ain't see nothing, when I know something was supposed to be there, I stopped like this. I stopped in the car and I'm like, and I'm in the middle of traffic and I'm stopping. I'm looking around. So I'm hearing cars like zoom around me, zoom, zoom, but I didn't see nothing. And when the cars went past me, I'm looking and I didn't see the car. I didn't see nothing. It was just empty, vacant lots. So I say, oh my God. I say, oh my God, I'm losing my mind. You know, my mama just passed away. I'm going crazy. I say, I can't take this. I'm breaking mentally. I'm going through all this shit, right? So I said, back up, back up, back up. I say, reverse, reverse, reverse. So, I put the car in reverse. As I'm putting the car in reverse and I hit the gas to reverse, everything, before the car even moved, everything just started like a shimmer. And it just came back to everything. So then I just put it in drive and I just turned off real slow and put on the side of the road and just went to crying like a motherfucker. Because that shit was charring. I ain't get right for a while. I wouldn't even drive. I would ask people to take me places for like 4 or 5 months. I had a whole motherfucking car sitting in the yard and I would, hey, y'all can come take me here. I'll pay you gas money. So yeah. So that's how it was. But that's where I went to the portal. So now what I was thinking during the time that portal caught me was a simple fact. I was thinking there was nothing. I didn't want to live for nothing. I didn't want to do nothing. I was depressed. I don't want to experience nothing. I don't want to see nothing. And going through that portal put me in a place where there was nothing. So Word to the wise. If you plan on going through a portal, make sure you have something in your hand. You have a destination in your mind, because that portal will dump your ass off somewhere. A water spirit wanted to chime in. I don't know what y'all talking about. Say the V. Spirit want to tell stories with me. Everybody, I'm telling you. So grandma created a portal when she went and freed her firstborn, and I never met the guy. So grandma went back there and created a portal. And the portal worked. And the portal worked for years. Spirit, get the hell on. Let me tell this damn story. I don't know if you Jerome or the boy who died, but get the fuck on, man. Let me tell a story without y'all fucking with me, please. I don't know, because I never met this uncle. This is her first boy. I never met him. She never talked about him. My mama never talked about him. Uncle D didn't never talk about him. People, if y'all don't think this shit is real, y'all crazy. Why every time I get to talking on this bitch, whether I'm in my car, whether I'm on location, whether I'm in my studio, the shit go to fucking up. The sounds and shit come, the altars popping and shit. These are real stories, and I don't think the universe want me sharing them like this, but I'm breaking taboo because I'm putting y'all in the business. 501, finally booked my appointment. That's what's up. Thank you. They want to read into them. Spirit better leave me the hell alone. So everybody, I'm taking questions about it. I'm telling you all what I can remember. So whatever y'all bring up the question, y'all bring up the question. Woo! I love this shit, man. This is scary. Let me turn the sound down on here. You gave me this feeling, baby. What did the neighborhood say about it? Oh, everybody in the neighborhood knew not to go back there. Everybody in the neighborhood knew not to play in the lake. Nobody fished in it. Nobody boated in it. Nobody played in it. Nobody goes in that lake behind Lake Man Garden. Maybe on the other side, but you never see nobody in the bitch. So we all know the shit crazy. We all know the shit nuts, so bananas, botana, fafana, fee-faw, bogana. Oh, it's so grainy. I'm watching it now. It's horrible. I put it on this one. So needless to say, I hear that. OMG, I'm sitting at a park and 3 big dogs just came over and sniffed me, walked around me, and then walked off. Oh shit, they like you. They talking to you. Deborah say bonus story. Yeah. What else did Grandma teach you about the portal? Uh, I bet she taught me a lot. She showed me how to make one, but I'm not willing to do that shit ever, because I don't have the material to keep it contained. See, since we on portals and portal magic, and I'm never gonna teach you guys how to do this. I'm just gonna tell you guys exactly the do's and don'ts. So trust me, I don't want to create a portal, and you shouldn't try. So in order to create a portal, there has to be a life force. There has to be some form of a life force, sacrificial life. Some human soul energy need to die. So if you're trying to create your own portal at your house, you are a unaliver. This is the only way to create a portal throughout history. People have to lose their lives. So that's one. Two, even though you create a portal, how are you going to maintain that some random stranger don't walk in that portal? How are you going to protect people? So that means you'll have to create a portal, lock it away behind lock and closed doors, That sounds familiar, right? The ancient Egyptians, Anunnakis, all that shit there. They put their portals at the bottom of the lakes. They put their portals high in mountains. They put their portals in buildings that's chained up that nobody can get to. They seal the fuck out of them. I don't have no buildings. I don't have no land. I don't have no submarine. So I'm not trying to create no portal in some damn area to where anybody that walk past the bitch can zoop and be gone. And now that's their life because that blood is on my hand. And keep in mind, every time somebody goes in the portal, it is a human life. It is a life for a life. Don't believe that shit in the movies where they say, oh, you walk through a portal and it's just you. You walk through a portal, somebody on earth dies. Somebody that you bring with you close to you dies. They are sacrificial energies. I don't know if you can. I don't know if you can close the portal because I mean I guess the person who opens it can close it. They go see every Thursday. I guess the person who opened it, if they know what they're doing, they can close it. But typically, people leave the portal open and then they die, and the portal just sit there and fuck up the land. You wonder why. So here go a bonus story. I'll just give you a bonus story. So remember, I said I was a maintenance man in Lake Man Garden. So if you go to the back of Lake Man Garden, all the way to the back on the right hand side, you'll go all the way to the last little three, 1, 2, 3 on the right hand side. It will be when you turn up in the driveway, the last one in the right hand, it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. The bottom one to the left, I think that would be the number A. Something in that apartment just kept that apartment destroyed. It was mildew, it was mold, it always smelled dank, it was drab, and they never rented that apartment out. That apartment just would not rent. HUD wouldn't pay for it. The electricity was bad. Now the other maintenance man, Clarence, he lived above it. His apartment was immaculate. But that one there, even when I went in there and they call it rehabbing, even when I went in there and fixed it up, it just would not look good. It's like nobody did nothing. The paint wasn't right. They used to call it that apartment just drank up some paint. That apartment just drank up some caulk. And they like it be drinking the primer. So they just left it alone. Even when they changed the carpet was still moldy and old. So that apartment was like just vacant. We can work around any apartment except that one. Nobody ever went in it. We didn't use it as a storage place. It was just was a vacant apartment. I don't know now. It's been over 30 years. I don't know how I look now, but that apartment is horrible. No, yeah, if you go down there by the basketball court, but when you're on the basketball court, you go all the way to the back, but you go to the right. So you know when you come in Lake Man Garden, you could go to the left. That's the low level apartments. Then you go to the right. Those are the always the two-story apartment. But if you go all the way back to where it dead end, right before you come around that circle road, and you'll see those three apartments right there, right up in there. Apartment A could never rent it out. Yes, Luann, the life for a life. Yes. Porter sound like some Bermuda Triangle shit. And it is. You got to think about a portal ain't nothing but energy. So tell me why these people go. So let's talk about the Bermuda Triangle. And I ain't trying to bite off old boy Jamad Rashad, but he had a point when I was listening to him. So I would never talk about it at the time, but he done put it out there. But think about it. Every time those people would become missing up there in the Devil's Triangle in Florida, and off the coast of Florida, Cuba, all that shit there, people would come up missing. Then 2 or 3 people will come back. But what happened to the rest of the motherfucking crew on the boats? What happened to the rest of the planes and shit? The plane disappeared. One motherfucker come back, and it was 300 people on the plane. A whole crew was 700 people, and only 3 people come back. A life for a life. That porter was sucking bitches up. That porter still kill your ass. You got to think about that. Isn't Uji border A portal also, yeah, yeah. I want to say owning, owning. I don't know what that word means, Crystal, but I know what you're talking about. If you happen upon a portal, how do you stop being taken? So if you happen upon a portal, and this is the right thing to do, you happen upon a portal and you get that eerie feeling all over your body, like I just feel like I just want to die, I just want to leave. You get very depressed, or you just get that like I'm cold but I'm not cold feeling in just an area. But then once that cold but not cold feeling go away, and you get depressed and you like, I hate the world, I hate life, I don't want to be here no more. That's when your ass is about to get taken by the portal. It's finna use your energy to suck you in, or it's finna kill you to let somebody else go in. Sometimes you have these little Smurf motherfuckers waiting on the sideline, waiting on people to suck your ass in. It could be a homeless man. You don't know what the fuck going on. A homeless man in the same area all his life, all day long, and then people walk back there, and all of a sudden the homeless man doing real good the next week. For 2 3 months, the homeless man doing fucking excellent. Money, buying kids candy, smoking all the dope, drinking all the liquor, dressed good, looking good, hat smelling good, and then he goes right back to that thing. But then now, this doesn't happen in your hood. Now imagine back in the day, y'all see the bomb, the homeless man, he doing good. But every time a homeless man start doing good in the middle of the hood that used to sit in a certain area, tell me why somebody come up missing. A baby, one of his homeless bomb friends, somebody come up missing, people. I'm telling you what used to go around in the hood. That be motherfuckers sacrificing people to the portal because somebody that showed them how that portal worked, and they'll usher, go on back there, man, and go on back there and take a picture. I got a bitch sitting back there. Go see where she at. I used to hear the shit. Then the motherfucker gone, that life force untransferred. Now that person can stick their hand in there and get some money, blessing, wherever they thinking they want. Boom. Person doing good, but it don't last because it's ill gotten. Yeah, think about smelling grapefruit in the farmer's market and it jump your ass all the way to the farmer's market in San Francisco and you ain't got no way home. So think about your own living room. Think about living in the moment. That's why they say live in the moment. These are codes. Always live in the moment. Never live in the future. Never live in the past. Live in the moment. I'm going to be the Baron today, forever, right here, right now. This is all that matters. So if a portal open up right there, I'm not going to see my mama, my grandma. I'm not trying to see where I'm going to be in the future. I'm not time traveling. I want to be here right now. That's how you win. I'll make a good supernatural detective. I will. I used to ghost hunt. I used to ghost hunt. It was fun. It was fun until I seen that little girl waving at me, and that cut that shit out for me, boy. That cut that shit out for me. And then they was like, well, we was trapped in this building for 14 hours. That building right there, yeah, and we going back because it's really haunted. Bitch, then you go back. You gonna come with me? You speak Latin. No, bitch, I don't. I'm not anymore. I say, I don't speak it. I told Spirit, remove that Latin phrase from me, and not like Puerto Rican Spanish Latin. I'm talking about like the shit the doctors and lawyers use. I used to practice that shit religiously. And I used to, and when we go in there and we go ghost hunting, I'll be speaking Latin to them and they'll be replying. And I don't know. And I picked up that book for $3.50 out of a bookstore back when they had bookstores with a blue book gold writing. And I practiced it showed you word for word. And that's why in Latin you say a whole phrase. So a sentence in Latin is the entire meaning of what you're trying to say. So that's why people didn't talk that much back in the day. So they would say like Petrus es familia. So they'll be like, I'm the father of this family. Now in English, we'll be like, yeah, all these kids of mine, I'm their daddy. We'll have to say it 3 or 4 times in a row to get this the simple meaning of Latin. I'm the head honcho of the family. I'm the father of the family. These are all my children. And people just understood that's what you meant. So that's a dead language now. But I didn't want to speak it because the ghost hunters would always have me say it in front of the ghost. So I was like, get that shit out my head. Latin is a very nice language too. I mean, you could say a lot in a little bit of time in Latin. You'll watch my show Simply Sweet. Ghostbusters your version. Shit. I'll be cursing out and go, man, you don't get your mother. That bit could not be played on TV. That bit will have to go straight to DVD. You don't get your motherfucking punk ass ghost bitch out of here before I buy you to a shoe and dance on your ass. Fuck nigga, who killed you? Who killed you, bitch? Bitch, who killed you? Ah man, don't motherfucking move that lamp. That ain't what the fuck I'm asking. Who killed you, ghost? Why the fuck you here? I'll be going all out on them bitches. Ah, don't give me that shit. What the fuck you rattling the pots for in the spoon, bitch? We ain't eating. What the? Who hurt you? I'll be going, oh, y'all won't want to watch no ghost show with me. I know you gonna put that lamp back, bitch. You done knocked it over. I ain't paying for it. You got your ass on camera, so supernatural calls, bitch. Get them people some money in their bank account on the supernatural, bitch, because I ain't paying for the shit you broke. I'll be talking all kind of shit. Them motherfuckers be like, damn, I can't get no fear energy from this bitch to live. And play it with a Ouija board. Yeah. And it said don't play. Well, yeah, I hope you listen. Maria. I just hope you listened. Esquam Verderi. See, now I'm trying to. My nana threw it out. I'm trying to figure out what the hell you said. See, not Latin, man. I used to love Latin. It goes away very quick. So Simply Sweet, translate to be rather than to sing. Okay. I like that. State motto for North Carolina: to be rather than to sing. Wow. Damn, you either gonna choose. Damn, you gonna choose. So basically they saying you can't be indecisive to live up here in North Carolina. Wow, that's impressive. Damn. Don't go speaking Latin in here. Them ghosts like that shit. Now y'all heard that. Man, y'all ask me some more questions. Let me stop motherfucking talking, man. Y'all. This shit getting out of hand, man. Man, ask the question about the story. This is. I got a shirt with a Ouija board on it. That bitch in the dresser drawer. I wore it once or twice. I thought it was fashionable. Pipe, when you get your hair done Thursday, I'm gonna get it done Thursday. Bitch, I'm gonna be flowing these motherfuckers. I went to my doctor's appointment today, and I told my doctor Perillo, I say, hey doc. He was laughing at me. He was like, I say, doc, get your ass here. Like, what you talking about, man? I say, you know I'm finna grow dreads now. And he like, what? He say, but you already got dreads. I say, no, these are just curly locks. I say, I'm finna dreadlock them, man. And he just looked at me and shook his head because he's an old white dude, like 70. He like, let me guess, TikTok. And everybody busts out laughing. And he like, I either was born either I was born too young or born too old, but Jesus. And he just walked away shaking his head laughing at me like, that damn TikTok. He hate TikTok. When you come in his office, he like, you ain't got TikTok on your phone. I like, no sir. That man been my doctor for over 20 years. He my doctor, he my dad doctor. My son don't want to go to him though. I don't know. But yeah. He was like, that damn TikTok. Get it off your phone. It's the devil. He always say that type of shit, but Everything you do bad in his office is TikTok. His nurses can't even have it on their phone in the office no more. World Blue, what you said? I been spoke to you when you first got in here. That's you sitting up there tap dancing and shit at the job. I said, hey, how you doing? Everybody, how about when y'all get here, y'all go back it behind Lake Man Garden. Go on and see what I'm talking about. You can feel the energy just walking to the gate. You can feel the creepy shit. And ain't no fish moving in that bitch. A little bit of trash back there. And they done gated the bitch off. You can't even get back there. Go see it. Listen, some people be here in Orlando driving around. Y'all go turn up in Lake Man Garden. The gate always broke. So y'all can turn up in there. They got a gate, but that bit broke. You just spit salt water in the gears and they have to come fix it, let it rust up over a month. They'll stop fixing the bitch and just leave it open. Miss Critchlow. It don't look the same. The energy is so dead over there. The energy is dead. I mean, this is even in the poking bean up the road. It's like no energy there. Is when I like I was saying when we were growing up, man, people was always walking around. We were fighting. We'll find a mattress, do flips and shit. I mean, having little parties. There, somebody got a little grill. We picking at people's shoes. Man, you drive through there, it's so dead. It's like no life force, no energy. I would say not. I would say the type of magic you can do using the water from there, it probably would be very potent. But I never dipped any water in that bitch, and I never thought about doing water magic. Isn't that crazy? Water magic is not my thing. I never thought about doing water magic with haunted lakes and portal lakes. Never thought about it. I pray over a cup of water. I offer water and then drink it on my altars and shit to help me out in the when I'm doing spell work to get the aurora chock full of aurora inside me, depending on what spell I'm gonna do. But I never thought about dipping into a haunted lake and using that water. It has to be some powerful shit. So you may be on to something. Do you think your Uncle Soul is okay? He freed himself. That police jackass that pulled up that man body. I think Unc took. Remember, I told you in a portal, it's a life for a life. So I think Unc took that dude who was trying to do what he was doing, and he took him, and that body disappeared, and his body came up. So I think Unc really free. Mm. I guess Sadie, what they trying to say is they're telling you it's not your time to go. So that means you need to stop procrastinating. That's what it. Anytime you see yourself laying in a casket and then you wake up and dogs are man best friend, that type of energy. They's telling you like the dog is trying to save you. Wake up, it's not your time to go. So if you're supposed to be doing something, you're not doing something. I would say get on it and start doing it. You're walking around like you're dead. You're giving up that type of energy. We got a portal in the Bay in San Francisco. I noticed one day walking, shit, San Francisco full of it, man. The Golden Gate Bridge. Oh my God. Think about the people who died. All these people who died in these areas, man, that's portal. Hell, 9/11. That was a portal. I'm finna fuck with your head. On 9/11, when them planes crashed in the towers. You got to see these are two divining rods, magical fingers, okay? Two divine rods, magical fingers. And everybody TV was tuned to it. The news, your phones, everybody was tuned to it. And if you guys can mistake, after the third plane hit somewhere, the entire world went silent. For some reason, if you had your spiritual ears on, you can hear what was going on in China. I don't know. That's how it seemed for me. I was at work and all of a sudden the energy went over the whole world and everything was clear. I knew what a Chinese man was thinking. I knew what the Asian man, I knew what the dude from California was thinking. Man, it's like that. And that was a portal. And they kept it going on because they had to bring something through that portal. And the thing they brought through that portal went inside those buildings and was killing the rest of those people before they fell. But that's just in my imagination. Look it up. Did you know there is an app that tells you where portals are? My daughter and her best friend have been to some. Oh, Jesus. Yeah, they all right with me. They can keep it. I was in high school when that happened. Chris, you young, huh? What about the Malaysian plane that went missing? Portal energy. That they flew them people in there for real. And that dude who flew that plane in that bitch, he knew what he was doing. Because keep in mind, if you go to his YouTube page, I'm just gonna tell you how spirit worked. If you go to his YouTube page, he was working on electrical shit, power and shit, how to escape from his life. He knew what he was doing. So when he flew that plane in there, he was using them other people as sacrifice. So that's why he came back. That's why he didn't come back or something like that. I don't know if he came back. The timeline can change. But yeah. Yeah. What blew the dream. Yeah, you're right. It was quiet. But that's how they be doing shit, man. So quiet in the school. I noticed it when I walked in the class. Yeah. Oh wow. Deception Pass Bridges, Washington State must be full of portals. It's one indigenous land. Damn. And it's not far from Vancouver, BC. I don't know what BC is. A lot of people have passed on that bridge. Yeah, all that shit, them bridges are portals. And on Conway, it was a bunch of accidents right there. It was a bunch of Conroy. It was a bunch of accidents right up in that area too. You guys are right. Highway 666, Highway 66, where all the black people used to get killed going into these sundown towns. Man, those are portals. Those highways are portals. That's why you be like, shit, it's gonna take 50 hours to get there. And next thing you know, you there in less than fucking 5 hours. You're like, how the fuck I'm on this road all the way up here through the mountains and I got here? Because the portal automatically gets you to the next direction. And your mind is thinking about your destination. So when you go through the portal, it's gonna put you close. Then you wonder why some people driving on the road and they come up missing. You never find a vehicle, the car, nothing. Oh, it's a conspiracy theory. The government doing it. No, they not. They just went through that portal because they were thinking about going somewhere else. They weren't thinking about their destination. I'm not making this shit up. I'm telling you how to think. Oh, British Columbia, thank you. But stuff like this happened during whiteout conditions. During the snow, of course. Of course. Because you got to think it's driven. That's energy, wind, hell. That's all that shit put together. There's one at my house. Someone died here years ago, drug overdose. I can't get property management to confirm, but I've seen the whole story. Yes. There's also a app or a service called Died in Home. Died in Home. You're gonna pay about $12 and they do the research on that property. They'll tell you who died on that property from 10, 15 years ago. And who if somebody died in the home and the morticians had to come and get them people out, they have to make a list. It's called Died in Home. Before you buy a house, do that. You think there is some stuff that happened at different springs? I heard about a girl going missing last year. Springs are notorious for fucking portals. Where you think fairies live? Where you think water spirits come up from? Springs. Yes, they got her ass. They drug her ass down and Yeah, Died at Home is legit. It's a legit app, but it's a pay app. I mean, it's a paid website. And did not know what they was doing. Probably everybody listen. I'm glad y'all like that story because I didn't think y'all were gonna receive that one well because Grandma wasn't a hero and I was virtually crazy in that bitch. But yeah, they that dude came and pulled up that body and it was a body of an old man that was bloated in the water. And the dude that actually drowned, we ain't seen him shit. The money gone, everybody gone. The other two boys in prison, in federal prison here at Coleman Federal Penitentiary. Just like the sinkhole story, yes. Mm. Hey Sadie, now I'm gonna tell you something. This is for Sadie. If you could receive if you can see where the dirt where your husband's body was laid at when his soul left, please get some of that dirt. Get some of that dirt and start using it in your spell work. That's all I'm gonna say. Because that's his essence, that's his energy, that's where his soul left his body. So there's a spark of energy there. People don't understand that. You ever notice why these people go and K-ball a house when a massacre happened there and they want to take down all the drywall, all that shit? You think they throwing that shit in the trash? Notice they carry the separate bins and separate containers, come and get that shit, and because they gotta de-energize that bitch, and they take some and they trap people's souls, man. People do that shit for a living. Take my ass always testing the water, literally. I be doing some shit. If you want to see some beautiful, terrible, majestic, scary water, then you have to see Niagara Falls. Yeah, that Niagara Falls is a monster, people. People think Niagara Falls is a water source. Niagara Falls is a living creature that snatches people in. A lot of those people that go missing and slip and jump, they not jumping. They not just getting too close to the edge. That water will draw your ass there and it will suck you down. Motherfucker, how you gonna go to a waterfall? You know it's there, and you stand on the edge on dry land, and then next thing you know, you at the bottom of the waterfall. It is a living creature, people. You out there from Buffalo too, so you done been there. A lot of springs in Florida has healing. If you go to White Springs, Florida, all those springs have healing power, but black people weren't allowed to bathe in them, just white people. But I'm pretty sure black people are in them now. But they had healing properties for a lot of the white folks. They built the whole building around it. Bar, pool parties, all that stuff. It was nice. I seen pictures back in the day. Damn. You see the lighting in my you saw did y'all just see the lighting change on this camera again? And my ring light ain't on. So I guess something that shadowed my ass again. I'm talking about too much shit, y'all. Damn. Check a shot. Check a shot. Check a shot. Check a shot. He probably living. Damn, why the light keep adjusting? All right. He probably living it up in an alternative universe with all that money. Hey, yeah, because you got to think if he had all that money in his pocket and he thinking he was gonna be rich when he get out of that bitch and he went in the portal, he probably in the same city, same town, same friends, same everything, living his best life. You can have them giant manatees. Them manatees will kill you, man. Them manatees vicious. They really don't want those stories. So I don't think they want these stories told, people. And I'm telling them anyway. I gotta tell them until they say don't. Don't go chasing waterfalls. That's a good one. All right, people. I done had you here for damn near an hour. How you feel about today? Did I do you guys justice? I'm always gonna say, did I do you guys justice? Because I want you guys to get the best of the best of the best of the goddamn best. These stories are true. These stories are real. And I'm just telling you, I'm getting off this bitch because that over there in that corner, it just keep on going at it. I'm gonna get the hell off of here. Thank you, Simply Sweet Wine. Your stories bring lots of explanation for unanswered questions. Yes, thank you. All right. Okay, everybody, I'm finna get off this piece. Hey, your amulets have been mailed last week, so everybody, your amulet should be there. I don't know how long the U.S. Postal Service take, but they do send me a message when they got delivered, and I appreciate everybody sending me the text message and email saying they got their amulets, but all of them got mailed and they're on their way. Woo! Every Thursday I start weighing down. All right, so every Monday, Wednesday, Friday on the Baron channel. Go check out them premieres, see what's going on. I got them up there. Some of them good, some of them exciting. I'm still putting the ones with the low energy when people get their reading and their energy real low and they're not too talkative and they got anxiety. I'm still putting them up there because people be like, I want to see my reading, but it be some good stuff. But I be like, man, people ain't gonna like this low energy reading, so. I mean, if they tell me to put it up there, I gotta honor that. But I'm not gonna just make it procession boring as fuck. That ain't happening. So you probably get one, but y'all been rocking with me, and y'all end up liking those the best. The one with the energy where people can't make up their mind. So y'all very caring. So yeah, every Monday, Wednesday, Friday, 8:30 p.m. Eastern time. Come through. Uh One card tarot. It wasn't that many people in there, but it went good. About 3 people came on camera. We got to see how it looked. Austin Daniels took the women by storm. They took the women by storm. Those women loved him. Austin Daniels, you got a fan club. You got a real fan club. So now to this Saturday coming, we will be doing our last teaching on tooth magic. This is tooth for prosperity. I done showed you how to banish. I done showed you how to manifest with your teeth. This is teeth spell for prosperity. Share it with your friends. They need to come their ass on. You don't want to miss it. And this one ain't gonna be long because you just gotta do 2 or 3 of these motherfuckers. And if you can stand it, trust me, you're gonna get prosperous with this bitch. But that's that. So that's this Saturday, 1 p.m. Eastern time after I get out of my Phi Beta Sigma chapter meeting. Uh, what else I can say? Again, if I get enough people requesting the amulets, and please have them, if you know somebody that want one, have them email True Spook email. True Spook. Have them email True Spook email, and that's where I catch it. It won't get caught up in everybody else amulet emails. So say, hey, yeah, Baron, I want one. If I could get at least 10, I'll open the sale back up. And I'll open it back up. What else? I don't know what else to say, people. I just can't wait to Saturday so we can shock it on that Patreon. And that's about it. All right, I'm finna let you go. I think Tia, I think what you go to Patreon, what you gotta do is you gotta find my Patreon channel and I think go and pay whatever. I don't know if Patreon got problems. I don't know what's going on, but I don't know what they doing. And I called the people and I told them to get the kinks out that shit, man. But just go to find the Baron Speaks Patreon and see what's up, see how to do it. Kings of R&B. All right. All right, everybody. So I'm finna get off this bitch. I am Tyke. I always say I'm the Baron. I am tight telling you guys that the truth is stranger than fiction, but it is the truth, no doubt. You guys have fun, take care, be safe, and pay attention to your surroundings. Please, shit real. All right, everybody, be good.